Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Celebrate Columbus show powered by Johnson Whitkemper Insurance Services. My name is Josh Burnett. As you can see, we've got an excellent guest with us today. I'm so excited to talk about a really important cause in our community. We're going to be talking about Turning Point and its recent move to be involved in child abuse prevention right here in Columbus. And so, without further ado, Whittney, for those who might not know you, I'm sure there's just a couple people in Columbus. We grew up here in Columbus together. For those who might not know you, tell us a little bit about you and Turning Point.
Sure.
Maybe what we're going to talk about today.
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me.
Of course.
Longtime viewer, so excited to be here on the other side of the camera. My name is Whittney Loyd. I serve as president at Turning Point Domestic Violence Services. In all, I've been at Turning Point a little over 10 years. It's a very important cause to me and very passionate about what we do in the community. Exciting fact, Turning Point turned 50 years old last year.
Wow.
So we are now in our 51st year. You may not know that Turning Point was started by two sisters, Ricky and Barbara Steeb, out of the Woodlawn Motel on Highway 31.
Wow.
So we have come a long way from our humble beginnings and are now offering a magnitude of services across South Central Indiana. And we are certainly no stranger to domestic violence, dating violence, stalking, sexual assault, and all of the other important work that we do. But child abuse is officially new to us. And so I'm excited to be here to talk a little bit about that today.
So, Whittney, we're here today to talk about child abuse prevention. That's something that's really important to me as a father of three. My wife is a kindergarten teacher in our local school corporation, and I feel like children, and I know we both believe this, are our future.
Absolutely.
And so I want our kids in Columbus and Bartholomew County to grow up in a safe place. But the realization is that not everyone has that reality. And for those who might be in that situation, we want to help them. Either it's teaching my children how to support and
Yes.
to be empowered, or also a person who's in that situation to be able to know what to do and how to, what's that next step. And so that's why I agreed to be on the child abuse
Yes.
prevention.
So
I'm
excited.
being very specific. We're not just calling it CAP, adult prom.
Right.
It's child abuse prevention,
Yes.
adult prom.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about Turning Point, how you guys got involved in this, because I know Family Services has been an incredible partner for a long time.
Yes.
Could you talk a little bit about that?
Absolutely. So Family Service has been a wonderful, wonderful partner across our community in a number of ways. So not only the mental health counseling that's been provided for decades, they've also been the leader in child abuse prevention efforts in Bartholomew County for a long, long time, many decades. I think they've been in our local schools since the 80s.
Wow.
So with Family Service closing earlier this year, it was definitely sad news, not only for partner agencies like Turning Point, but for community members all across Bartholomew County. We were incredibly sad to see them go, and of course, we're willing to do anything that we could to continue the important work that they've done for so long. So here we are, fast forward, we are officially entering in child abuse prevention, education prevention work in Bartholomew County. We do have a wonderful prevention team at Turning Point who has embraced this and are already doing a great job reaching people in our community.
So, Whitney, I'm going to ask you a hard question, okay? Because when I think about child abuse, I generally am thinking about how can I be a good dad to the three kids in my family. And so, I don't know what's going on in our community, in our world with child abuse. Could you tell me a little bit about the statistics and some of the information that people should know about child abuse and what's going on right now?
Absolutely. Child abuse, very similar to domestic violence, is not a topic that we like to talk about. It's not fun or inspiring to discuss, but unfortunately, it's very real in our community and probably more prevalent than what the general public knows and acknowledges. 1 in 7 kids will experience abuse or neglect in their lifetime, and that's according to the CDC. More unsettling, I think, is that 1 in 4 young girls and 1 in 13 boys will experience sexual abuse in their lifetime as well. So this is a very real problem. There are deaths all across the state of Indiana every year due to abuse and neglect, and that is why we are in this work, and that's why we are excited to bring more people in like yourself to be empowered and educated and be the voice for the kids in our community that need to be heard. In 2024 alone, an estimated 1,773 children died from abuse and neglect in the United States, a number which peaked in 2022. Nearly 2/3 of child fatality victims are younger than 3 years old. So they are our most vulnerable population. Close to 1/2 of child fatalities are younger than a year. And for me, most unsettling, being a parent myself, is that most child victims are abused by a parent and not the stranger danger that we often like to think about or consider. It's generally someone in their very own home.
Whitney, with child abuse prevention and the work that Turning Point is now taking on, thankfully with Columbus and Bartholomew County, it's not just one entity doing it alone all the time. And I know that you work with partners on a lot of things. Could you speak a little bit about kind of the ins and out of where things are headed?
Absolutely. So with this transition, Family Service also served as the Child Abuse Prevention Council leader in Bartholomew County for many years. And so Turning Point will be the council leader from here on out. And we are very grateful that long-term partners and people who have been in this work for a long time as well, like Advocates for Children, the Prosecutor's Office, Firefly, Children Inc., and many others are coming to the table. And we will be in constant conversation talking about identifying issues and how we can get in front of them, how we can best use our network and pool our resources to support the kids in our community. So I am very grateful to be part of that group, and I think Bartholomew County has some of the best people advocating for our kids, and we look forward to leading that charge.
Yeah, and the last episode that we just had was with one of our mutual friends, Dr. Roberts, and we were talking about Quest Columbus and being the best community in America. Yes. And I feel like it's not a small thing, it's a pretty huge thing, but one thing that we can do to be America's best community is to take care of our children.
Absolutely.
And that was why I wanted to be a part of this. And so with CAP, Adult Prom, through Turning Point, talk a little bit about how people could potentially get involved with that.
So yes, so with the work and with the training and education we'll be doing, did not really come any funds. And so funding will be important for our team to be able to implement all of the really innovative and creative things that we want to do for our kids. So we are now hosting the CAP Adult Prom, which has been a long-standing event. It's been 10 years strong with Family Service. I know hundreds, thousands at this point have attended, and it's a wonderfully fun way to give back to a not-so-fun topic and initiative in our community. So CAP Adult Prom this year, and this was painful for me, lots of language from our local kids that it's a vintage theme.
Okay.
It's Y2K.
Yes.
So for you and I, this was our actual
I was going to say, that's not very vintage.
So maybe wear my actual prom dress, we'll see.
Yeah.
But we are hosting the first Turning Point Child Abuse Prevention Prom August 29th at the Commons. And, we were very fortunate to rope you in. And we really shot for the moon and stars with the group that we wanted to put together, and feel very fortunate that we have yourself and so many other really terrific people who are already doing great things for the kids and the families in our community. And we look forward to raising some money to put towards these efforts.
So there are 8 candidates, 4 queen candidates, 4 king candidates, and I'm proud to be one of those. Honestly, it would be awesome if you would just consider giving to any of our candidates. You don't have to give it to me. That'd be awesome. I'd love to represent you in some way, but we're trying to raise $80,000 for an amazing cause that's going to affect all of our children in our local schools. And so I would really encourage you to check out the link, see how you can give, whether it's personally, you can do it one time or recurring, but also maybe your business would like to be a part of this and sponsor the event. I know that these tickets go very quickly.
Very quickly, yes.
And so I would just encourage you, as soon as you see that ticket link, to buy your tickets. But even before that, if you're a business and you would like to support one of our candidates, please do that. I know that each of these dollars is going to go to something that's going to help Columbus be the best community in America. And so, Whitney, thank you for asking me to be a part of it. And I'm really looking forward to all the impact that we can make through this event.
Oh, me too. We're really excited. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to help a lot of kids.
Yep.
Before I leave you today, I
Yeah.
did just want to remind people that the best thing they can do for our local kids is if they see something, they say something.
Yes.
We are all mandated reporters, and so if you do see something, say something, and you call the hotline. It can be anonymous. It's 1-800-800-5556, and I'm sure you can link that for folks
Yep.
as well. But that is the best way that you can help our kids is be empowered and say something for them.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Well, Columbus, thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Celebrate Columbus. I hope that you'll consider being a part of Turning Point and the way that they're making such an impact in our community. We'll see you next time.